Welcome back to the Triple XP Arcade, the podcast where nerd culture levels up. We're here to press X on all things nerdy. So grab a token, press start, and let's rack up some
Triple XP!
Today in the arcade, as always, we have myself, Drew.
Hey everyone, you have Lex logged in.
What's up? It is Gigs.
All right, we've had a busy last couple weeks with gaming stuff, specifically some gaming announcements. There was the Nintendo Direct that happened recently. The State of Play happened recently. So we figured it's probably a good idea just to run through all of the new and exciting things gaming-related coming out for 2026. So we wanted to take some time. Let's chat about that today. But actually, before we dive into it, I just wanted to have a quick follow-up from our last week's episode just before Valentine's Day. We had mentioned a bunch of couples and solo gaming kinds of games, and I mentioned that my wife and I wanted to try out Split Fiction for Valentine's Day. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So we've been playing it all week.
Oh, you bought it?
We bought it. We started it up on Valentine's Day, and we've been playing it for a couple of days. So it's not a one sitting kind of game, but we popped it in, and we've just been playing it in the evenings every night. And guys, I mean, you know how hesitant I am to recommend things, but Split Fiction is pretty sick.
Nice.
Let me explain sort of better for our listeners. So this developer, they made the It Takes Two game that we talked about in the previous episode. Split Fiction is the most recent one, and the main idea there is you're kind of co-op playing. It's reliant on co-op playing. Now, Giggs, I know you said you and your wife are a bit of ways into It Takes Two, and I think that is the sweet spot. I think for you and your wife, It Takes Two is probably the best couples game for that. Now, Lex, for you and your wife, I think you might enjoy Split Fiction maybe more so than It Takes Two. Now, the reason I say that is because Split Fiction it's like intense. There's lots of stuff going on. Similar to It Takes Two, there's a lot of genre-bending types of things in the game. So it's the same kind of wow factor that I was talking about where, you know, in one moment you're doing I don't know, like a first-person shooter, and then another moment you're doing like a Metroidvania platforming section, and then the next moment you're racing, like that kind of thing. But it's less catered towards couples, and just like it's more so like a duo. And as my wife and I have been playing it, we've kind of been saying there's no way we would have been able to play this when we first met, because she had a really difficult time with like the game mechanics. Like playing Zelda was hard, like moving around, shooting, jumping, attacking all in the same time was really challenging when she first got into gaming. And this Split Fiction it's crazy. There's so much stuff that you have to mechanically be responsible for, but we're having a great time with it now. But I was thinking, Lex, well, you and your wife are pretty hardcore gamers, and I can see you getting into this one. Doesn't have that same 100%ing like collectible thing that I know Andrew likes, but this one's a good one, man. I think next time we see, we'll just we bought it on the Switch too, so we'll just like game share it over to you so you can give it a try. But I definitely think it's worth a play. So I'm just throwing that out there as a follow-up. Split Fiction, gosh, that is a super cool game. Very, very impressed.
You know, the moment you said you recommended this game, I actually just went onto mute and I just purchased it. So
yeah, my goodness.
Seriously?
That's how much faith I have in a Drew recommend. So
no, you have to be careful with that.
Full price.
Oh boy.
I recommended It Takes Two, and you didn't like that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh my
gosh. So it's more gamey game instead of more of a less like experience, more of a game.
Yeah. Okay. There's without spoiling anything, but there's like sections in there where it's like the teamwork and the coordination to do things quickly is very intense. So, for example, there's a section here this won't be like a huge spoiler, but it's like a portion of the game where there's like a level where you have your characters are blue and red, okay? And then so there's like blue and red force fields that are up, and one of your skills is you have to throw like a little portal bomb at the force field, and then when you trigger it, it opens up a little hole that you can pass through. Okay? So think of that concept, and then now they put you on like you're like grinding on a railing with each other, and then there's different patterns of those force fields that are going along this rail. So you and your partner are having to coordinate who is opening which portals and when, as you're kind of racing through this tunnel kind of thing. And there's like segments like that my wife and I had to play through multiple times, not even because I was like, it wasn't at all the case where she had a hard time. Like both of us, even myself, I was like, oh my God, this is hard. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this section. So there's like moments where we have to just stop and then look at the game and then kind of like discuss through how we're going to plan through it, because it's just like boom, 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 boom. Like everything happens so quickly. So, when I was playing with my wife, she was saying gig. She's like, I don't know if your wife might enjoy this one. This one might feel too hectic.
That's way too much for her. Yeah. We actually, it's funny, after that, the last week's pod as well, we started playing a game together too. Not remotely as difficult from what it sounds like, but we started playing Cult of the Lamb together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't know how recent it was, but I booted it up and it has a new co-op mode, or you basically just introduce a second player so they can help you out with your farming, but then it's mostly just the dungeon part. So she can actually join me now, and she doesn't mind it because I'm still there to kind of do the most of the smacking, but she's actually doing quite well at it. There's no camera that she has to worry about, so it's just moving and hitting. So it's very good for that kind of thing. So
I feel like we're working our way up to some of these more intense ones. I think Slay the Spire was a big shock for me that was in the realm of games that she was into, but she's getting into more of those ones that are action heavy. So maybe we can get her into the Resident Evil realm of games by the end of the year. Hey,
she just needs one joystick. If there's a camera involved, it gets a little trickier. Is all.
I can respect that. When I go back to play Mario 64, like the
where you
camera
can't.
controls, and then it's a totally different experience. It kind of starts rewiring your brain on how to manage that third perspective camera. So if you didn't grow up with that, then that's really tricky. And we have Lex here who plays with inverted cameras sometimes.
Disgusting. I can't believe you are the only person I know that uses inverted camera. What are you?
I mean, when you've played Star Fox 64 as well.
Oh, right. I forgot.
I guess forgot.
Mark that back to 0.
Yeah, inverted controls for our listeners who don't know. It's like if you're playing a first-person shooter, think like Call of Duty, and with the right thumbstick, you're pushing it forward or up, and then your character looks up. It's kind of default intuitive. Lex plays with that inverted. So you push your thumbstick up, and his character looks down at the ground. And then you pull your thumbstick back, and then it looks straight up in the air. We always equate it to flying a plane.
Yeah, flying an R-wing.
An R-wing,
but also, if you think about it, if you put like a stick in the back of someone's head, and you pull that stick down, they look up. And if you push that stick up, they look down.
But then, wouldn't your left and right also be inverted? By that logic?
Those are inverted.
Oh my!
No,
goodness.
You play with the inverted x-axis too?
No, I don't.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
I was about to drop the episode and just have an entire discussion, like an intervention for you, Lex. About... Gosh.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Cult of the Lamb, though, your wife's enjoying that, Gigs?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's got the Stardew Valley farming sort of aspect of it, and then the combat's really simple, so it's not overly complicated. You basically only have attack, dodge, and spell, basically. So it's very straightforward, but it is a little chaotic. It's fun, though. And it's got that roguelike sort of element to it. So,
nice.
It scratches a lot of itches at the same time. So
okay, nice.
I like how both of you played co-op games, and I played a single player game.
I was just about to ask, what did you get up to for Valentine's Day, Lex?
I beat Expedition 33. Like I platinumed it.
Yeah.
I hit every trophy in that game on PS5. And
respect.
Yeah, I don't ever do that for games, but this game was that good that
it was that good.
Just had to lock the wife away and power
lock. What do you mean lock the wife away?
The last trophy I had to do, it's like the secret boss. So in like RPGs, there's always that final boss, and then there's that overpowered secret boss that you can do like post game or at any point in time. Mm-hmm. That was easily one of the sweatiest battles. Like my palms were so sweaty just trying to beat that boss. It was so stressful that I could not be disturbed. So
I respect it.
What's the total play time for a platinum run on that?
I hit 70 hours, I think. So overall, not bad. Like there's other games I'm sure that are like over 200 hours to try and platinum, but the trophies that they made for this game, so kudos to the developers, were fantastic. Like you can get all of them in a single run. You don't have to play it through again.
Okay.
I think there's like one or two missable trophies, I'm told, but they're pretty hard to miss apparently.
Okay.
Wow, 70 hours, man. Both of the Final Fantasy VII remake games are longer than that just to play it.
Like 100 hours into those each.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one is so good. I hope they make it another one. They're very
well,
good
I mean, it seems like, they won every game award, so I would be surprised if they just dropped off the face of the earth at this point.
Well, there you go. We had some recommendations for couples gaming and solo gaming in our last week's episode for Valentine's Day, and we got follow-ups on both kinds. So there you go. There you go. Good selections from our last episode. So if you didn't catch it, jump back in. It's not too late. Obviously, Valentine's Day is over, but it's not too late to boot up a game with your significant other or solo. So throw it on and get some recommendations from us from that last episode. Anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand. We're talking game announcements over the last couple weeks. There's been a lot of exciting things that have been announced. Lex, why don't you get us started here? We're talking about the Nintendo Direct one that happened. When did that one happen?
That one was February 5th. And it wasn't a Nintendo Direct. Like, it wasn't the first party Nintendo Direct. It was the partner showcase. So,
the partner showcase.
Yeah. So they spent some time strictly on third-party content that's coming to Nintendo Switch. And there's a lot of really great titles. If you're huge into, like, the RPGs especially, I think fans be eating well for Nintendo Switch 2 there.
Good. I'm actually super excited for a bunch of these titles on the Switch too.
Yeah, so talk us through what are some of the big call out ones or some of the exciting ones that really got you guys excited.
They kicked off with a game called Orbitals, and we briefly touched on it in our last episode, but that one was basically like It Takes Two split fiction style, where it's two characters that you play with, and the animation is like a old school 80s anime, so like think like Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is the OG. Well, I don't even know if it's OG anime, but the showcase at 2 a.m. anime.
Yeah. I sort of get like Skullgirl vibes. Is that like animation wise? I mean,
I haven't played that one actually. I've seen it, but I don't know if I can compare it.
Oh, okay.
Skullgirls is like it's actually American animation is what they lean into. So that's like the Steamboat Mickey. Yeah. A little bit after that, sort of Betty Boop. Is that what her name was? Betty Boop? Betty Bop? Yeah. So that's kind of more where Skullgirls leans into.
Yeah, but you don't get that same visual vibe from Orbitals?
No, I get like the old school anime. This is like Cowboy Bebop or Astro Boy or.
Oh, I was going to say Astro Boy. Yeah, I can see Astro Boy for sure.
Yeah, this is where they're leaning into.
Okay.
Yeah, there are two different art styles in my opinion. So Skullgirls is more American, Orbitals is definitely more Japanese in this sort of context. Yeah, or like early Dragon Ball, we'll say, not Dragon Ball Z, but like
the OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Okay. Totally. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Okay. Orbitals, nice. I haven't heard about it prior to that, but
I'm so stoked for that one. I had that one saved on on an Instagram reel. I don't know if I just aged myself, but yeah.
On your MySpace favorites.
Yeah. Friendster. Oh man. I should try and dig up my
Avenue.
Asian Avenue. Yes. Oh, those are the days.
Nice. Orbitals. All right. What's next? What's next on that Nintendo Partner Showcase?
I mean, for me, there was a lot of the RPGs. So they announced that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Remake just came to Switch 2 last month, like January 17th or something like that. So the fact that Rebirth is coming in June now is a very quick speed up. And, it's such a great game. Drew, I highly recommend... Sorry?
Yeah, I was going to say, have you picked up Remake for the Switch 2 already?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I double dipped. I bought the physical and I bought another physical because one to rock, one to stock is my
one
motto.
To rock,
I'm sorry.
one to stock.
What is this idiom of yours? Did you make this up?
Like as a nerd collector,
oh my goodness.
It's a very common thing to have two of an item because there's one that you want to play. And there's one you want to display. So it's one to rock, one to stock, and one for play, one for display.
What is this culture? What?
I've never heard that before, but that's amazing. That's so catchy, Lex.
I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised you haven't heard of this. Now that I think about it, you're like you're a sneakerhead. I thought this was like does this not bleed into sneaker collection too?
I mean, if I'm picking up a pair of limited edition Jordans or something, I'm not in a position where I have the liquid funds to one to rock, one to stock a pair of $600 Jordans, right?
Fair.
That's. I think this is for. This works well for video games, for card collecting, maybe. Even video games, though, is. I think it's just because Lex and his wife have a primo collection.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I have all of the Final Fantasy VII like production copies of everything, so I'm not stopping at this point. Even for the PS5, I have one opened, one sealed. So,
you know what I imagine your place would be like one day? You remember at the beginning of Beauty and the Beast when Belle is in Beast's library and I don't know if she's singing a song or whatever, but you know how she's like flying along on that ladder that rolls along the bookcases? That's what I imagine your place is going to be like one day, but it's just games.
That'll be just a room.
A single room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You will have enough stuff to officially qualify it as some sort of gaming museum.
Yeah, totally.
Like type of thing, right? I think you actually have enough collectible items to warrant that. So
I know NJ's looking into doing a Guinness Book of World Record check for one of her items for the collection.
Oh,
so
did she? I know we were talking about it at some point. So she's going through with it, eh?
Not sure yet. It's just like it's sitting there. The fact that you can become a world record holder for something is tempting.
Yeah,
but
that's. And I think that's really important for our listeners to catch again is that, we talk about collecting stuff. You have friends, I'm sure, that collect things. And you're like, oh my God, your collection's crazy. NJ has a literal Guinness World Records qualification collection for things. Like she can apply and they can come and actually take stock and have this be an act. Like, I don't have anything in my life that I can apply for a Guinness World Record for. So this is amazing. The just the sheer volume of this collection is fantastic. We'll have we'll have to once she gets cleared and gets the Guinness record, we'll have to put out a social media post or something to kind of tour through and sell tickets to the museum. The museum, yeah. Nice. All right, Gigs, how about you? Anything else on the Nintendo Partner Showcase that really struck your eye?
Oh, yeah. So I was actually chatting with Lex about this one. I'm super pumped for it because it's a game that I had bought and then sold, or I guess, traded in. And I really wanted to play it. I just don't like sitting at a TV anymore. I love handheld consoles now. So it's actually Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. They announced it. Yeah, so Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is... do you know what Grand Blue is in general?
I just know the Grand Blue Fantasy fighting game.
Yeah, versus Rising, the one that Lex played at EVO.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was, by the way...
0 for 0.
No way, man. Honestly, it was so hype. You have no idea. I was so excited. Anyway, so Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is, think of it as a Grand Blue version of Monster Hunter. So I believe the gameplay loop is more like you do an instanced content with like a friend or a group, and you defeat bosses, get gear, and it just cycles that way. Okay. So Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, I've kind of always really wanted to play it. I did buy it on PlayStation at one point, but again, I really don't like sitting at my TV to play much anymore. I'm very much a mobile console person. So now that they've announced it on the Switch, I'm so in. I'm ready to pick it up. They also announced a bunch of extra content that's going to be released with the Switch 2 version. So when the Switch 2 version comes out, there's also just a general update for the game across all systems where they're bringing in some new modes and more monsters, more characters. And yeah, I'm super excited because it's unlike Monster Hunter. I believe you don't create your character, you just play a character from the Grand Blue universe the same way you would in the fighting game. So you could be Gran, you could be Matera, you could be... I don't even know who all the characters are because I don't really play Grand Blue much, but I love the aesthetic. I think Grand Blue Fantasy Rises... it's so hard to say the name. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising is such a pretty game. Lex, who did you play in versus Rising?
I played Jita.
There you go. Yeah. So maybe you can play Jita and stuff. But yeah, so I'm really, really looking forward to that one because I love Monster Hunter. I like that kind of gameplay loop, and I love the look of Grand Blue. I think it's one of the best looking fighting games by far. Yeah. So, I'm all in. I'm super excited for that one.
And so it plays like Monster Hunter. Like it's like a third person.
Yeah. I did like the tutorial on the PlayStation version. Okay. And it's you control your character from the third person, and it's more action heavy, right? So you're swinging your sword and stuff as opposed to fighting in a 2D plane or gacha game, which I believe Grand Blue in general is a gacha game. So that's the one that kind of popped out for me from the Nintendo Direct. Yeah.
Okay. Lex, any other major shoutouts from the Nintendo side?
No, I'm personally not too excited for these, but I think it's just big news in general. Capcom kind of showed more information about Pragmata, and that was an action adventure game from their end. Yeah. And then they also showcased Resident Evil Requiem, and I think, just in my opinion, you don't typically see these kinds of games on Nintendo consoles, so the fact that they have a Resident Evil Requiem, the brand new Resident Evil coming out, is quite exciting. But what I found to be hilarious, and if for the listeners that watched both the Nintendo Direct and the State of Play, is when both companies showed off Resident Evil Requiem, you can clearly see that they cater to their audience because the PlayStation State of Play is very gory, very shooting heavy, versus when you're watching it on the Nintendo Direct, they're purposely missing their shots.
Wait, actually? Really?
Yes. If you rewatch it, when they're showcasing gameplay in Requiem, they're aiming at the zombie, but then they'll purposely like miss, and then the zombie will run at them. Versus like in the State of Play, they like go pretty aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because the Switch 2 is just, we don't talk a bunch about the Switch 2, or we haven't, but it's pretty powerful system compared to the Switch 1. You know, like, we're watching previous announcement years, and you get these, like Elden Ring, you get these like AAA beautiful scale games, like huge worlds, and then you see the Nintendo Direct, and it's like, get ready for Fire Emblem 12, and you're like, oh
yeah,
more Fire Emblem games, and more, get ready for Pikmin 6, and so you don't get the same kinds of games, is basically what I'm saying. So it is kind of crazy to see Pragmata and Resident Evil in a Nintendo Direct release announcement, right?
Yeah. That's actually so sick. Like, having these AAA games, and they look great too. Like, I've seen some comparison videos for like Pragmata on Nintendo Switch 2 versus PlayStation. I think people are playing demos, which I don't know if those are out yet or not, but yeah, I mean, it still looks great, which is jarring actually in a lot of respects.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Like, obviously it's not going to hit like the specs of like a PS5 or PS5 Pro, where the hair is like by individual strand, but once you get enveloped in the gameplay, I think you'll have a lot of fun, especially if you can take it on the go. Just like you, Gigs, I've started playing a lot more on handheld mode versus TV mode, which is quite nice because there's a little bit of freedom to that.
All right, nice. That's a kind of a good segue that you've mentioned, Lex, because we had the State of Play Resident Evil announcement versus the Nintendo one. So let's talk a little bit about State of Play that happened. That was just last week, right?
Yes. Yeah.
State of Play. All right. Let's start with you, Gigs. What were some of the big things from State of Play that you were like, oh, hell yeah?
Well, okay. So I want to save the one big one for Lex, because there's one that we definitely have to talk about.
Yeah.
And I can hear him jumping out of his skin trying to talk about it already. So sorry.
Yeah, the buzz that you're hearing for the remainder of the episode is Lex vibrating in his chair from excitement.
Yeah. I would say, okay, so one of the main standouts for me, which I was really, really hyped for, and they've slowly been drip feeding us a little bit more information about it, but it's the new Castlevania game that they're releasing. I think it's Belmont's Curse. Have you guys seen any gameplay of it so far?
I have, yeah.
Lex, have you?
Just on the actual video that they showed.
Okay.
It's very cool looking, yeah.
Yeah, oh man, it is a beautiful, beautiful Metroidvania game. I've never seen that style yet. I'm really glad that, they're taking some gambles with the art direction, but it looks incredibly good. Like, super sick, really smooth, and like stylistic as hell. It looks so good.
That's the visuals was 100% intriguing. It's like when I first saw it, my first thought was, oh, cool. Like it kind of looks like Dead Cells a little bit, but then as the gameplay started going, it just looks so much better. And I don't mean to say that in a way to put down Dead Cells, because Dead Cells looks really, really good too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just like the visuals, the art style of this game looks sick.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. It just looks like very smooth. Like all of the layers and textures and light effects and everything just looks very smooth. It's like when you put a bunch of different colored ink into a puddle of milk and it does that whole swirly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like very aesthetically intriguing. So I'm super hyped for that. Plus it's a Castlevania game, which you guys never really played Symphony of the Night, right? It's like it is one of the absolute greatest Metroidvania games of all time.
Hey, can you remind me, Symphony of the Night, was that PS1?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a long game. There's like just so many different layers of like hidden things. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I love Castlevania games. So I should say I like the 2D Castlevania games,
2D,
like the true Metroidvania ones. I wasn't
Yeah.
really into the 3D ones when they were kind of getting released. So, yeah, man, that's the one that I'm super pumped for.
Nice. Lex, have you played a bunch of those Castlevania games?
No, I don't think I've played any, to be honest.
Any?
Yeah.
You should just play Symphony of the Night. Just play that one game. It's so good.
What's that one on?
I mean, it's a
PS1.
PlayStation. Yeah, it's a PS1 game. So
you'd
have to dig it up somewhere. But yeah, highly recommended. That's one of the top Metroidvania games of all time. Kind of just in everyone's books. So
Yeah. Unless you want to really test your patience, Lex, then you go for Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest.
Yeah,
that's
that's
SNES.
that's Nintendo.
NES.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's,
Okay.
That one is a nightmare to play.
that's the Zelda 2, basically.
Yeah.
Where it's like they just, I don't know what they were thinking. But it was a different time.
Different time.
I guess I modded my SNES and NES classics so I can just put all the NES and SNES games in there, and I think I have Castlevania on there, so maybe I'll play it the original way with the NES controller and everything.
Dude, you should totally do it.
Yeah. I mean, give the first and the second one on the NES maybe like a little bit, like, just to say that you tried it, but
yeah,
to Giggs' point, Symphony of the Night is the one that you actually want to play through.
Okay, gotcha.
Definitely.
All right. For me, I don't know. I don't think they showed any gameplay yet, but I was super excited to see that they have a John Wick game coming.
Yeah, I thought about you when they announced that.
That's me too. I was like, oh, Drew's gonna lose it for this one.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how they're like what the gameplay is going to be like, because I think we've mentioned previously, Sifu is a really interesting kind of roguelike game that has really good combat mechanics, and I thought, this would be a really cool John Wick skin type of game, just because of the amount of hand-to-hand that happens there. And so I'm just hoping that they keep it, like the combat tight, and I'm assuming they have to, because you can't have like a licensed John Wick game and then fail on the mechanics of the game, because I think that's what most people are going to be really, really looking forward to, like the hand-to-hand combat and the gunplay in that game. So I saw it on the TV, and my wife came kind of partway through, and I was like, hey, look, they got a John Wick game coming. She's like, oh, sweet, are you going to buy it? And I committed to buying it before I've even seen anything else. Like, I'm not usually like, oh, I'm going to buy this game on release or whatever, unless it's like a Street Fighter. Really is like the only game that I'm like, I'm going to buy this on release. Street Fighter or Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, I'll buy on release. But this game, John Wick, I'm so excited for this. So I hope that they don't botch it. This is too important of an IP to mess up.
Do you know who the developer is? Maybe we can glean some sort of opinion on it.
Yeah, it's Saber Interactive.
Oof,
I
have no idea.
Games before, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you have any other games Saber has made before?
No, I don't. I don't think I've heard of them before. So when I saw them come up, I was like, they don't sound familiar. So maybe they have other things that we just aren't aware of, but if this is their first big one, then this is this is sort of a big project to chew on for the first go about, right?
I believe it for you. I believe in them for you. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. I did a quick little search here. So some games that we would have played, the Ghostbusters video game. That one was Saber. World War Z was Saber Interactive. I'm seeing Halo 3 pop up too, but that doesn't sound right.
Maybe like a co-developer, like supporting.
Co-developer, yeah. Okay, so looking at the catalog, they have games that I have heard of, so that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm. So they're not just some rookie studio or anything like that.
Yeah, because the only other John Wick game that exists, to my knowledge, is it called John Wick Hex, which is for the Switch, and I think it might be actually for the PlayStation 2. But it's
bird's eye view.
Is it a puzzle game?
Yeah, it's like the isometric. I think it's similar to what were you saying, Gigs? Like XCOM or like Midnight Suns, Marvel Midnight Suns. I think it plays something like that. Like it's like a tactical. I don't know how you call that kind of game, but it's not like a full on action kind of button masher kind of game. So I was like, you can't have a John Wick game and then have it be like a turn based whatever. That's not how you play John Wick.
Yeah, that's kind of like, it reminds me of there's a mobile Hitman game. Hitman, like the guy with the barcode on his neck. Yeah, there's a mobile game of it, but it's literally just puzzles. So that's what I thought the John Wick Hex game was just like, here's the IP, and then here's some puzzles.
Yeah. So looking forward to that one, because I'm picking that one up day one, and then I'm gonna lock myself in the basement to John Wick it out for that weekend.
Very nice.
All right, Lex, how about you? What was the first one that kind of jumped out?
My God, thank you. You made me go last. Are you serious?
Wait. Should we end on this game? Like, should we talk about any others prior to this one?
We won't end this game. This game will never end. I was unbelievable. First of all, what was it? I think it was just 2 episodes ago we were talking about how this game should get its time under the sun, light under the rain, or
light under the rain. That's right. That is correct.
Light under the rain. That's the one that we use.
Professor Lex idioms 101.
Yeah, but Dead or Alive 6 last round. What an unexpected announcement that came from. They stopped support of DOA 6 like a year in when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, 6 years ago?
Mm-hmm. No way, was it?
Yeah, it was PS4.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So the fact that they announced the last round, oh my God, I lost it. As you guys know, I was spamming the group chat maniacally. And I was watching this at work too, so I was like, oh man, I was ready to yell.
Funny enough, I booted up DOA 5 last round because of that announcement.
5? Why not 6?
I don't have 6.
Oh, it's a great time to support the developers and purchase it.
Absolutely not. I will buy last round. Oh, yeah. Ninja sponsor us.
Koei Tecmo,
I would totally buy DOA 6 last round.
But not
when
DOA
it does
6,
Yeah. I mean, at this point, why would I, right? Because it's I'll just wait for the last round to come out. And for people that are listening, when we keep saying last round is basically Dead or Alive's version of the final version of their game. Mm-hmm. I don't know if does it include all DLC, like costumes and et cetera, et cetera?
No, it'll come with the characters, but not like the season's pass from DOA 6.
Okay.
But they did announce that all that stuff, if you have bought it, thank you. You're welcome to Koei Tecmo, sponsor us. If you did buy all of that content, it does transfer over to
nice.
Round. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So your favorite costumes can get transferred. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I just think that's maybe I will pick up DOA 6.
I think there's only there's 2 characters that aren't included in last round that are probably going to be DLC, or you might have to transfer them over. But it's Mai and Kula, because I'm guessing there's some sort of like digital rights to those 2 characters since they're from different fighting games.
Oh. Yeah. They're both from Kula's from King of Fighters.
Yeah.
And Mai is from Fatal Fury, which I guess is still...
Yeah.
They're both SNK characters, but yeah.
Yeah. So from like a bigger picture perspective, Lex, for our listeners who don't necessarily follow DOA or fighting games in general, as you mentioned, they stopped development on DOA 6, like, what do you say, 2019-ish? Earlier, maybe?
Yeah, I would say that. Like, when it came out, they had support with it, and then literally, like, 1 year later, everything just dropped off. Like, no one played online anymore. There was still, like, content coming out for it, but it's just, like, for, like, the hardcore fans, so aka me.
Okay.
And
you and these 3 other guys.
Yeah, exactly. We're top of our class in the game itself. But when they announced it, it was just such a big shock because there's been no tell, there's been no leak, there's been nothing about them saying we're creating a new Dead or Alive or we're bringing a last round to DOA 6. So it was massive because they even got like the developer to have some time in the state of play to announce like this is what we're coming out with, and then he followed that announcement with an in development DOA.
That's
which has to be
right.
7. And as I was already eating this buffet of amazingness, he brings like a platter of desserts.
Oh,
and he's
my
like, here's
Lord.
some more. And then he points you to like where the dessert came from. He's like, there's more on the way. And you're like, whoa. And the trailer they showed, they did not hold back. They did not hold back.
Honestly, the best trailer I've ever seen in my life.
New DOA in development, release date TBD, right?
Yeah, that's a TBD.
Yeah.
But they were like talking about it because it's the 30th anniversary of DOA.
Yeah.
Try and push it out 2026, you think?
What an announcement, guys. I was like shaking. I felt like I drank an energy drink. I don't know what was happening. It was great.
That's a huge deal. You know, we had our fighting game renaissance or whatever you want to call it a couple of years ago when we had Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and Mortal Kombat 1 all came out in the span of like a 12-month period, I think it was. And, fighting game enthusiasts were eating real good at that time. And it's kind of cool to see because they have a Virtua Fighter that's coming out at some point soon also. So Virtua Fighter, DOA, I want to see some Bloody Roar action coming back on because that was a sick game back in the day.
Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur.
Yeah. That one's the only one missing, I think, from like the 3D big hitters, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. The only problem with Soul Calibur is that they did release, 6 not too long ago. And I think in general, Namco kind of focuses more on Tekken, especially right now, because Tekken 8 just kind of came out. Yeah,
I didn't realize they were the same developer. That didn't click in my mind for some reason.
You know, it's funny when you know who the developers are of a game and you kind of look at other games that they make, other fighting games that they make, you can see all of the we'll call them reused animations from other characters in their other games all over it. Or you could call it either recycled or it could be more of a homage type deal, which I think both are valid. But it's really funny because you'll see like Soul Calibur characters straight up doing Tekken moves or vice versa. Like Yoshimitsu is a Soul Calibur character, but he's in Tekken, right? So,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're potentially going to have to do another Evo visit if we're seeing a new DOA game on the Evo.
Oh, I already signed up. That's,
signed up for Evo 2029. He's been waiting in line for 4 years.
I'm the key sponsor to that area
sponsored by Lex. Just Jew. He's keeping us on our feet. No, I think the DOA announcement was actually so sick. So what Lex was talking about earlier, he was kind of mentioning that you didn't really hear much about DOA anymore. Like Ninja doesn't say much, but they did kind of like what a lot of people felt was they killed it because they weren't making money off the fighting game, but they were still going a little deep into the other side of DOA, which is like Venus Vacation. It's like a gacha game over in Japan. Which is
it's not great. I only played like 90 hours. It's nothing.
Wait, don't you have to? Yeah. How would you even get it? I'm
kidding,
pretty sure you need to be like a citizen of Japan or something to get that game. Like, I'm not even joking. I think they have like some weird regional.
Yeah, it's restricted
things
to purchase anywhere here.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a barrier for Lex, though.
Yeah, no.
90 hours in a week was okay.
Is that a week? Oh my god!
That's so
Google
funny.
it, listeners. You'll understand.
So like Ninja kind of leaned in more into that side of their IP. And so, yeah, a lot of people kind of thought, oh, like, that's it. After DOA 6, the game's dead. They're done. So them even announcing last round, let alone a brand new DOA, is awesome. I'm so excited for that.
It's a huge deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta brush off my my combos. I don't even know how to
play with me. You have to.
Oh, jeez. Next time we're in
the game, Lex.
Yeah. Next time we're in like town together or something, we'll boot it up. 5 or 6. I don't know what the differences are between them other than one's new, but I mean, as long as they got Tina, that's it. Tina and Damon. That's all I need.
Yeah. Nice. Well, congrats, Lex. That's really big news for you and your future Evo registration. So that's really exciting. Keeping in line with fighting games, we also had some announcements on Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Yeah,
that came out on State of Play. So they have a few new characters that were revealed. And correct me if I'm wrong. Was this the first time that they announced the official release date, or did we know the release date before?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't think I've seen a release date before the announcement.
Okay.
Yep.
So August 6th is what we're looking at this year. That's the official release date for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. How do you guys feel? Did you guys see the I guess the trailer with the new characters that they revealed?
Yeah. I don't know who 2 of them are.
What? Well,
Magic and Danger? I don't think I've ever heard those Marvel characters before in general, so...
Really?
Might need some education here.
Magic is probably, like, one of the most popular X-Men characters right now. Like, in the, we'll call it new generation. Kind of the, Gen Zers, something like that. So, yeah, Magic is super popular. She's Colossus's sister.
And you have... So Magic is in Marvel Rivals, I believe. And was Magic in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
No. So Magic has been in a lot of other ones. She was in Midnight Suns. She was in Rivals. Sorry, go ahead.
Was she in Ultimate Alliance 3?
I think she was.
Okay, that might be. I knew she was in another game, but I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah, whenever she's like in a game, I usually try and play her because her power, Lex, her mutant ability is to make portals. I believe she makes portals to another plane, which is escaping me at the moment.
Isn't she in a movie?
She's in the
movie.
Yeah, she was
played by Princess Peach.
Yeah, whatever her name is. I was gonna call her the girl from Split. That's the only movie that I can.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, he's not wrong.
I guess visually not wrong. Yeah, but
yeah. What else? Well, I mean, she's super famous now, but I can't literally think of another movie.
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit, right. That was the one that really blew her up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's like the initial. Sorry,
Split? What's wrong with Split? It's a good movie, man.
I just realized that my brain misinterpreted what you said. You said Split, which is correct. She was in Split with James McAvoy. Mm-hmm. My brain thought you were talking about Splice.
What is?
Do you remember?
That's Splice? Not even a little bit close.
You remember that movie, Alex? Right?
Yeah, it's the one with the weird-looking bald alien on the front cover.
And as she grows into like a human form, like her eyes are like so far apart, it looks like weirdly unnatural. But like Anya Taylor-Joy too she's got that classic like far apart eyes.
Oh, I can see it now.
The new celebrity look kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, is that the thing? It's like you remember that from Ice Age? You know, the cartoon movie Ice Age? She's got the far apart eyes like the weasel or whatever that guy is.
Splice. You know what I'm talking about, Lex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see the front cover already.
Yeah.
Her eyes are purposely far apart because they're literally splicing apart.
Yeah. I definitely thought that's what Giggs was referencing. And I was like,
oh,
that's a great reference.
That would be why you'd be laughing so hard.
Yeah.
I see.
And then I was like, oh, no, wait. That actor was actually in Split. Never mind.
I like how you added the context to it, though. That's perfect.
Yeah. Sorry for the confusion, folks.
Oops.
Yeah, so anyways, going back to Marvel Tokon. So yeah, Magic's in there, and then Danger is the other character in there. And do you have any context on who Danger is, Giggs?
No, that's a deep cut. I literally have no idea who that is.
My understanding, and my limited understanding, mind you, because I have not looked into this a bit further, but from, I guess, the first stirrings, because people were like, who's this new character? I think this is meant to be like a character embodiment of the Danger Room. And so, yeah, I don't know if it's, current gen era. I don't know if Danger is like an actual character in the comics or anything right now, but for the purposes of Marvel Tokon, I think that's who that character is supposed to be. But I don't know.
I could see that. Like, if you're trying to bring in new comic fans, that's like, to me, that seems like a deep cut, but maybe that is someone very popular in the current run. I have no idea because I haven't read any X-Men in a long time. But I am excited that it was an X-Men announcement because I feel like that's almost a kick in the teeth to Capcom since there were 0 X-Men in the last Marvel vs. Capcom game.
Yeah, X-Men have been shafted pretty hard for...
Yeah, considering they're the ones that started this whole genre, it's kind of sad. Well, I mean, it's exciting to see them come back, but, with Arxis at the helm, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a Cyclops reveal. That would be pretty sick. I think that'd be...
Yeah, they need to. Tokon really seems like they're trying to rekindle everybody's love for old MVC. So, man, Justin Wong, Cyclops, you can't. There's so many iconic moments of him playing Cyclops that they'll bring him back. They should just have Justin Wong announce it.
Yeah. It's like it's got to go hand in hand, right?
Yeah, totally.
I'm surprised he wasn't there for the Storm announcement, too. It's like...
Yeah,
and Storm too goes hand in hand.
Just make him pick Storm and who else did he? I don't even remember. Magneto, Doom.
Yeah.
Foot dive. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Giggs, what about you? What did you think about the state of play?
I mean, overall I thought it was pretty awesome. I feel like the DOA one was the big one. I immediately had to text Lex as soon as I saw what was going on there. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna believe this. This is absolutely crazy. But
your text was impeccable timing because
it was like immediate,
they
right?
just I was watching them, they announced it, then I went to our group chat and you had just texted. So it was just, oh my god, so much feeling, so much buffet.
So much buffet.
I do kind of enjoy that they've announced some other titles that I'm looking forward to just kind of rounding out my library of games, especially older ones. So they announced the Metal Gear Solid Collection Part 2, something like that. So it's the rest of the Metal Gear games that haven't been re-released since their early PlayStation days. So I'm pretty pumped. I love Metal Gear Solid. I have the first collection, the one that has 1, 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3, I think. So I have those collections. So obviously I'm going to pick this one up too. But yeah.
What's the I guess the deal or the tie-in with this Darwin's Paradox game with the octopus? Do you know?
I have no idea what that is. Do you what have you heard?
Well, I don't know. I saw a video Maximilian dude had put out reacting to the state of play, and they did the Metal Gear announcement, and then it kind of like tied into this octopus character, like I guess hiding under a box, like Metal Gear style, and then it kind of opened up into this Darwin's Paradox game. And then Maximilian dude like lost his mind. Like he was like so excited. And I don't know if I was missing something, or am I supposed to know who this octopus or what this reference is? But that doesn't sound familiar for either of you guys.
No, I've never heard of this octopus before.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll have to revisit the the reveal there, or maybe I'll send it to you guys. Let me know if you pick something up off of that. I don't know anything about it. It looks really cute. The Darwin's Paradox game. I guess you're just kind of like platforming as an octopus and doing octopus things. It looks really adorable, so I might pick it up, honestly, just for the sheer cuteness that the game looks like. But yeah, I didn't know if it tied into Metal Gear somehow, so I check.
Did you guys know anything about Marathon or the new Control game? Did you guys play Control, by the way?
I've never played Control before.
I haven't.
So I played for a bit. I played it when it was on Game Pass. You guys remember Game Pass?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to pick it up for myself on Steam at some point, but Control is really fun in a... Do you guys remember the game from the PlayStation 2 era? I think it was a PlayStation 2 era game, where you're the guy that shoots lightning out of his hands. Infamous, yeah. So it's like a superhero-y type game. Really nice controls. So in Control, your character, I can't remember her name, but she has both guns and powers as you explore this really weird, esoteric office building. I know it sounds weird when you just say office building, but like think of the creepiest, most mind-bendy office building that you can think of, and that's where Control takes place. And yeah, the announcement for Control, whatever it's called, the second part of it, looks pretty sweet because it's taking place in the city as opposed to the weird Morphe office with Eldritch horrors and stuff.
So this one's is it a sequel?
I think so. I would assume so. I mean, it looks like a sequel to me. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like hard sometimes because I see these announcements, and for games that I haven't played in the past, I'm not sure sometimes if it's like, Final Fantasy, right? Final Fantasy Remake, Final Fantasy Rebirth. It's like redoing a game in another way or something, or reimagining a game or remastering. But I remember you mentioning gigs like Control was a pretty cool concept. So I wasn't sure about this one because I hadn't played the first one, but yeah, it looks pretty interesting though, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely I got to beat the first one at some point or replay it. And then, I got to get back into Control. And then, they also talked about Marathon, which is a weird one that I don't know why it grew legs all of a sudden, but it did.
Yeah. So. What is Marathon? I feel like I should have.
Yeah, Marathon is Bungie's first game, like pre-Halo.
Pre-Halo.
Yeah. So I think it's even the same universe as Halo. But before Halo, like the first Halo game, Bungie Studios made a game called Marathon, and it looked kind of like Doom or Wolfenstein. That old, we're talking Windows 95, pre-Windows 95 DOS era. Yeah, so that was Bungie's first game, or very close to their first game, and so. Yeah, all of a sudden there's all this Marathon talk, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but sorry, are they remaking it or re-releasing it, or?
Yeah, it must be a remake, right? Because it's obviously not in the old Doom Wolfenstein aesthetic anymore. So it's a modernized version of it, I assume. I didn't realize that Marathon was a big thing though, so
yeah, me too.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
I just hear people talk about it. I'm like, well, I've never heard of anyone talk about this until the last couple weeks, honestly. Yeah. So
it just blew up.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, if it plays like old Halo, I'm down.
Yeah. Halo played really tight, so I'd be down too.
3. You guys remember Halo 3?
Yeah.
Sure do.
The Needler.
The Needler was terrible.
It was the worst weapon. I would rather have the pistol.
Nice. Well, while we're on the topic of remaking games, or I don't know if this is I guess it's a remake, remaster. I don't know. They announced God of War, the God of War trilogy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's the God of War trilogy remake. So I'm trying to, like I was just saying, I get kind of confused when they use remake or remaster sometimes, because remake to me implies that the whole game is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
it's being built from ground up.
Yeah, that's my impression too.
Because the God of War games for the PS4 and God of War Ragnarok, those ones had entirely different gameplay than the original trilogy of games. Mm-hmm. And so I'm wondering if they're remaking the trilogy to be that style, where it's kind of that, I don't know, that third person action. How would you call that?
Oof,
like a third.
I don't know. It's like you're talking about like that Assassin's Creed, or yeah. I don't know. It's just like modern third person action game.
Yeah, because the original trilogy wasn't like a third person, behind your back following you camera. It was just like kind of played like a little bit like Devil May Cry, kind of thing, like, or Onimusha. Like you have your stage and then there's just hordes of enemies and you're kind of free roaming around that particular stage to defeat all of the enemies before you kind of move on. And it's a real button masher kind of game, the first trilogy. So I'm really interested though on how the remake works, because I think God of War is the first game that I sat down to like beat. I mean, as you guys know, I don't typically beat games, but that was, the first one like had me hooked, and I played that through, and then I did 2 and 3 because they were just really, really, really good and really well done. So I'm super excited for that. Did you guys play the God of War games?
Yeah, the same ones you played, 1, 2, and 3, but I dropped off after like the PS4 era ones.
Yeah.
I never played any of them. Sorry.
Any of them, really?
Yeah. Nope.
Dang.
I only played Kratos in was it Mortal Kombat? Which one was that? 8?
MK9.
9?
Yeah. Your Kratos was legit though in MK9.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah. And then they closed out the State of Play with a little shadow drop. God of War: Sons of Sparta, available today or whenever the State of Play happens. So that was kind of cool. I always like when they do those kind of shadow drops. Yeah. It's super hype. And I don't know. I mean, like I saw the trailer for it. Like I wasn't as excited about Sons of Sparta as I am for the remake of the trilogy, but I think it's still kind of cool that they've invested more time and effort into the God of War property, because I've always thought that it was really, really cool in terms of like lore and just the general vibe or story of the game. So yeah, kind of cool to see that they've invested a little bit more effort in kind of growing that God of War property.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I like to see Sony kind of lean more into their own IPs.
Yeah. Lex, what do you think? Closing thoughts on State of Play?
Yeah, I mean, there were 2 games in particular that really surprised me. And the first one, I won't go too much into it. It's called Project Windless. I didn't have a chicken as a main character on my bingo card. But it looks...
It's Foghorn Leghorn on steroids.
Yeah, it looks very good. Like very button mashy, open world. Like it looks like a Hyrule or like the Musou games, like Dynasty Warriors. Because it's
okay.
But like, yeah, just like I've never seen a buff chicken before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm all for it, Like
so weird.
let's go. So I thought that was interesting. But the one that though outside of DOA, the one that surprised me quite a bit as well was Beast of Reincarnation.
What was
and
that?
The main reason that shocks me is because I've never seen the Game Freak logo used outside of a Pokemon announcement. So
it's a Game Freak game?
Yeah, so whenever like when they first announced this game, I saw the Game Freak logo. I'm like, whoa, what the heck? This is weird. And they showed the game. I'm like, oh my god, Game Freak is cooking hard with this IP.
Are the beasts just Pokemon?
That would be sick.
Oh, I wish. The game looks fantastic. It looks like the gameplay looks like Expedition 33. Like there's parrying. I can't tell if it's turn-based or action RPG, but the game looks phenomenal. And the fact that Game Freak pushed this out after, Scarlet and Violet. It really shows like how strong this developer is. So
yeah,
when they're given the freedom to do something that they want to do.
Yeah, it looks very, very good. So I'm looking to support this game.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool when you start following games or you start playing. Different for some of our listeners if you've only kind of just started playing games, but once you're in that world for a while and you start recognizing developers, and then like Lex is saying, you see Game Freak and you're already sort of tied to supporting the game because the previous projects that they've been on. So it's kind of just cool when you see these announcements and you're not just looking at like is the game kind of a story or whatever that I like, but you're just looking at like who made it, who's making this game, because that's going to determine if I really want it or not. Having that exposure or experience to other things that they've done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm a Capcom fanboy for life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the State of Play did that really well. They focused on the developers. Like they had Capcom talk, they had Koei Tecmo talk, and again, when he came on, I'm like, oh, cool. Wait a minute, I know you. Yeah. But they're not going to announce this. It's probably going to be like some Ninja Gaiden game. And then they did it. They freaking did it.
Well, yeah, like Konami had like tons of stuff.
Right, yeah.
State of Play too, right?
Yeah, so they did a great job highlighting developers in that one.
Yeah. Any last thoughts, Gigs?
Well, I'm also excited for DOA, man. That's it.
DOA.
DOA.
You're going to hear some DOA action as we ramp up to that, and we're going to give you the full story of Lex from initial purchase to DOA to the road to EVO championship. So,
we should we should have like a cute little montage of him just practicing every week, ranking up.
I'm like, I want to support the developers so much that I pre-ordered that game, and then I went onto my wife's account and I pre-ordered on that account.
And it's like, Lex, what is this?
Yeah. My wife's got like Kina, Sackboy, and then DOA 6.
Yo, that's so funny. Oh, man.
There you go. All right, folks. That's a wrap for us this week on the Triple XP Arcade. We always love hanging out with you in the party, so please leave a comment below and let us know what game that was announced on the Nintendo or the State of Play announcements that you're really excited for. And be sure to follow us on socials so you don't miss a drop with new episode releases every single Friday. Until then, game on, stay nerdy, and remember, you always level up faster at the Triple XP Arcade.